world, but you don't want to exercise it on yourself. Oh, you'll shut the world down for telling you what you can't do, but you won't say nothing to you when you don't do what you're supposed to do. You're not getting up when you're supposed to get up. You procrastinate, but you let you slide.
I will not go down that way. I choose to fight back. I choose to rise, not fall. I choose to live, not die. And I know that what's within me is also within you.
In the end, I don't care whether you love me or you hate me, just as long as I win.
I think that's just that flipped the switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.
I will be the one that is physically harder and mentally stronger, and I will work to maintain that position.
We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Life doesn't happen to you. We all think that life happens to me, right? Life happens for you. It happens for you. I mean, opportunities will come to you every day.
You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is a part of the process. People who never fail, never try. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right. You learn nothing from winning. You only learn from your failures. No matter what's going on in your life is not permanent. Everything is going to change.
You know what a great opportunity is for growth? A job you hate. You might not enjoy your job. Do you know that's why they pay you? They pay you to be there because they know you don't like it. That's the exchange. That's what's going on there. And it doesn't matter if you don't like it. Be awesome at it.
It's either for you, you can remain scared of the opportunities, or you can embrace them and take them. But I finally realized that if you give up on your dreams, what do you have left? Nothing. I can't live that way.
You can think about it, you can wish for it, you can hope for it, you can think all about it all as long as you want. But unless you get out every single motherfucking day and put in the work, inch by motherfucking inch, you will never get there.
Get up and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. And that's discipline. It's not motivation. If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do.
I don't care if you have to inch your way day by day. Even if you have to get there and it hurts and it's hard and nobody can see what you're really going through. If you don't quit, the pit will become your platform.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the mental lab. Because that's where the knowledge came from.
Don't complain. Don't talk negative. That's average people talk normal. Average people talk problems. The greats talk solutions. Average people use their time to whine and complain. Average people say it's their boss' fault. It's their mother's fault. I used to be average. I used to say, when is my daddy coming to get me? When is my biological father going to come in my life? And when I would talk like that, I ended up getting kicked out of school. And while I talked like that, I ended up being homeless. And while I talked like that, I was broke. And then one day I woke up and said, Eric, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to get you. But you can go to the library and get yourself.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
And for many of you, this is your chance. This is your shot. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your opportunity. This is your place for you to really begin to live an intentional life.
The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is uphill that's worthwhile.
And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my gosh, it just was so simple. It's always going to be difficult.
What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You gotta outbound them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You gotta execute, and you gotta go for the second.
Imagine you're on your deathbed, standing around your deathbed are the ghosts saying your unfulfilled potential. The ideas you acted on, the ghosts of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
Your dreams are phenomenal. The life that you have for yourself is phenomenal. In your dreams, your bank account is phenomenal. The things that you do, the way that you live, what you have is phenomenal. But you as an individual, you're average. You as an individual, you're good. You as an individual, you're great. And what I'm challenging you to do is to go from average to good to great, and from great to phenomenal.
We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
It doesn't matter what you just did. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. The count now is 0. And that's what happens when you wake up in the morning. It doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It doesn't matter how far you ran yesterday. It doesn't matter the workout you did yesterday. It doesn't matter you got on the jiu-jitsu mats yesterday. It doesn't matter you got a promotion yesterday. You wake up today.
I want you to see yourself doing what you want to do, experiencing what you want to experience, having what you want to have, doing what is that gives your life some meaning and value. Operate out of your imagination, not your memory. Because whatever you look at where you want to go, I'm going to warn you, you will have some conversation back here after you go through the data that you've experienced in life saying you can't do it.
I will never quit. Because if you quit, you're done. You may still be alive walking around on this earth. You're done. I will never quit. I will persevere and I will thrive on adversity. My team expects me to be physically harder and mentally stronger than our opponents. I hold myself to that standard. I will be physically harder and mentally stronger than anything that comes against me, my family, my business, my brothers, my sisters, my team. I will be the one that is physically harder and mentally stronger, and I will work to maintain that position. You won't beat me.
The count is 0. And that means it's go time. I know that it can be very, very frustrating to try and become disciplined. And I apologize that I haven't talked about the fact of what to do if you come from an undisciplined family or you have undisciplined parents. And that is because you don't get discipline from your parents. You don't get discipline from your parents, from your grandparents, from your older brothers and sisters. You don't get discipline from an external source. You have to get it from you. Holding the line.
Hold!
Maintaining the standard. Giving no slack, none. That's the discipline. That's the discipline, and it is hard. And if there's one thing I would say that does make it easier, it's to envision what it feels like when you're done. When you're done, they feel good. Contrary to that, envision what you will feel like later when you let the discipline slack. You know the feeling. Dude, weak and defeated, and you know that you're falling behind. Ask yourself which one you want to feel in 10 minutes. When the thing is done, when the discipline has been implemented. Remember what that feels like, and then remember that those minutes And those hours, they turn into weeks and months and years. And holding the line in those critical minutes will put you in an infinitely better place, physically and mentally, if you maintain the discipline. So work through the weakness, fight through the temptation, hold the line. Hold the line, maintain the discipline. It is not easy, but it is worth it.
You want to kill an alligator? You kill it right after it eats. Because right after it eats, it gets satisfied. And it goes to a state like it's almost paralyzed. Some of y'all in this room, when you're paralyzed, you had a little success, you're done with nobody else in your family, you're done and not even chilling. Oh, you ain't hungry no more?
Nothing's ever gonna be given to you. Everything's gonna be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, you don't go out and put in the effort, one, you're not gonna get the results, but two, and more importantly, you don't deserve it.
We all think about quitting is hard. It's hard to process information during pain because that pain takes over and you can't think rationally. You're thinking about save yourself. That's not a rational thought. It's not a thought that's going to get you through hard times.
Don't believe the crushing that you're in as if it is your final residence or place of abode. You may have to live there for a little while. Don't buy it, because you will rise again. Don't own that pain, don't own that suffering, don't own that agony, don't own that grave, don't own that depression, don't own that suicide, don't own that loneliness. Rent it if you must, but don't own it.
Go out there and show me how you do things. Show me how you live. Show me how you fight. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
It's gonna be a dogfight. I would love to tell you that on the road to success, everything is gonna work out. It's not.
And it doesn't matter how you get knocked down in life, because that's gonna happen. All that matters is that you gotta get up.
When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, get up. Don't wait, don't hesitate. When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, get up.
You can decide that you're going to change, that you're going to stand up to life. I got me here, I can get me out of this. And I'm getting out.
Overthinking is the art. It's an art. It is literally an art. It's an art that a lot of individuals here have mastered. It's the art of creating issues and problems that don't exist. There's enough issues in life that already exist. Fear is an instinct. Fear propels you. It wakes you up. It gets you going. Doubt you create. Everything you've doubted about yourself, everything you've doubted about your abilities, everything you've doubted about how far you can go, everything you've doubted about how hard you should work, everything's doubted about where you should be. You created it. You're supposed to be scared. You're supposed to have fear. You're not supposed to have doubt.
All of us have experienced some tragedy, and if we haven't, we will. And you can either let it destroy your life, or you can build upon it. You can permit it to let it hold you down, or you can decide, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm bigger than this.
You have the power to do more than you could ever begin to imagine. Don't underestimate yourself. You don't know enough about yourself to become a cynic. And so you've got to challenge yourself to access that power that you have within you. You're more than a conqueror.
You have to know that this thing is going to work. Come hell or high water, whatever it is that I set out to do, it may not happen in 6 months, it may not happen in a year, but at some point, my dream is going to become a reality. Everybody has got to be a little bit off. Anybody that's done something great, they don't think like anybody else. They can't. And the people that tell you you can't do it, you know what your response to them is? Watch me. That's all you have to say. Watch me. You know what crazy means? Crazy means that you have the ability to see things that other people can't. And if you're not crazy, you're never going to succeed at anything in life.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend. Most people are weak. Most people don't want to go that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. it's miserable, it's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. That's the only place to be.
The boredom of normality and the numbness of mediocrity stiffens your passions. What that meant was, I was so sick of myself. I was so bored in my life, man. I was so tired of being mediocre. I was just tired of it, and it was all my fault. I was mediocre because I wasn't doing things to be exceptional. You ever say to yourself, man, there's got to be more to my life than this? If you've ever said that, that's because it is. And you got to get after that, man. You got to go and get after that. If you don't do it, life becomes real normal and real mediocre to you. Now, there's nothing wrong with being normal, but if normal is getting on your nerves, then you got to change something. Being mediocre was driving me crazy. And it started when I was homeless, man, it just pushed me. Because I was sick of being poor. I'm going to just be honest with you. Poverty, I was sick of it. I was up to here. I had enough. And homeless is a whole nother level of poverty. Not having a bathroom, a bedroom, a back door, a TV, a phone. I was homeless in the 80s, man. There wasn't even no cell phones then. So I ain't got no phone in the backyard. I ain't trying to be preachy or nothing, but that pushed me towards my faith.
Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward in spite of it. I have to have the courage. And let me tell you something, most Americans don't have this kind of courage. I have to have the courage to stop making excuses. I can't, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too fat, I'm too thin. I can't, right? I can't. I hear this all the time, all the reasons that you can't do something. Don't tell me you can't. Don't give me excuses. What's the reason you've given yourself why you can't be successful and you can't be better? Let me tell you something I've learned. It's way easier to blame someone else than to get honest with yourself.
Life is a war. And there are people out there and there are things out there that are trying to take you down. Things are gonna go wrong. And when things go wrong, it's pretty easy just to say, you know what, I'm gonna stand down or I'm gonna give up. And you can do that. But I think no. I think keep fighting. And you keep fighting, and you keep fighting, and you keep fighting no matter what. And you never quit. Never quit. And if you feel like your life is in a place where you can't get any lower, and you don't think you can find any way out, good. Because that means the ultimate challenge is ahead of you. It means you can only go up.
Big back, Trav up. Silver fucking back up.
That things are gonna be tougher than anything you can imagine. But that storm that you're in, from your perspective, it seems like that storm is enveloping the whole world. But I tell you, it is not. The storm that you're in, it is hard to see out of that storm. It's hard to see past it. It seems like the storm is everything. But the storm is not everything. But right now, you're being tried. You're being forged. You're being tested by fire and by pain. That's the test.
Fuck yes.
Don't fail the test. Don't ever quit. Fight on. Fight through the storm. Fight through the pain and come out the other side stronger and tougher and better. A survivor.
You cannot erase the work ethic part. There is no getting around. Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You gotta take the stairs. Anytime you start something new, anytime you set out on a new path, anytime you move out of your comfort zone, you're gonna go through what is basically, if you could imagine, a bell curve of frustration. Okay. All right? Things are gonna you're gonna be excited, you're gonna be pumped, you're gonna have the momentum to carry you through the first 2 or 3 or 4 days. Maybe it's a week, maybe it's 3 weeks. It's different for everybody. But the point is that when you get excited about something, we have natural energy that pushes us through. But what happens when that energy fades? What happens when you start to get frustrated? What happens when you start to feel like a grind and things get grueling and they get gritty and they get tough and it gets harder to move through the process every single day? What happens then? Most people fucking quit.
Stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Keep your head up. Stick your chest out. Continue to walk with pride. And know if it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not going to be easy, but we have what it takes.
The key with me is no one will outwork me. No one. I love and I respect you guys. You motherfuckers won't outwork me. I'll start with this. 2 hands. Put it to work.
You must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. Safety, comfort zones are dead zones. You have to continue to push yourself because your true potential will never be matched, guys.
There's gonna be a lot of times you're about to fail. We are all a work in progress. But in that moment, I want you to remember the power of you. You will change the world.
Do that thing, man, that keeps you up at night. That thing that bothers you, man, that makes you trip. You can't quit thinking about it. You always, that thing, man, that you wake up in the middle of the night, you got a new idea. That's what you got to chase. Because anything else, it's going to disappoint you. You're going to forever be sad, man. If you don't chase that dream, you're going to forever be miserable, man. I would hate to die and never do the thing I was born to do. That's a sad thing, man. That people they never chase because you got jobs and stuff and you listening to other people. I was bad. If I hadn't chased my dream, I wouldn't be here. If I listened to my mother and father, I'd have been a construction worker, just like my brother.
You thought for 1 minute that you broke me. You got me twisted. I am not phenomenally skilled, but phenomenally willed. I will not give up. I will not surrender. I will not quit. It was hard, ladies and gentlemen. It was very difficult to pick myself up each day believing that I could do it. There were times that I doubted myself. I said, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why did this have to happen to me? It was very hard. And here's what I want to say to you. For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream.
You're in a storm and you're down on your knees and you're cold and lonely and you feel like this is the end. You have a choice to either give up or keep going. Give up or get up.
Come on up, up, yep.
Again and again. You just take one step at a time.
We're here, big job. You're a big dog now, up.
I tell you, life is not worth living. If you listen to that discouragement, you will wonder if you're ever going to get out of what you're into. There are moments that cry so violently and so perplexing that if the truth were told, all of us have had moments that we wanted to throw up our hands and walk away.
What if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up? Somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude? The cause we possess, nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win.
But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down, you feel like you don't have the strength to get back up.
Lost.
And fear comes in. Just that fear paralyzes you. And I just want to ask you today, do you think you have hope? You see, I will try 100
I got
times
faith.
to get up.
I got an absolute knowing.
100 times. If I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. And if I fail, I try again.
It's worth believing.
Be right back, chat.
It's worth mustering yourself up, standing up inside yourself. It's worth fighting relentlessly, never giving up.
My greatest moments came from my greatest defeat. Because it was during my defeat that I had to find a way to get back up.
It takes courage. It takes commitment. It takes discipline. These are all things that you need to have, because let me tell you this. When you do, magic is going to start to happen, baby. You start to move forward and achieve that thing. You start respecting yourself more. You start carrying yourself differently and think that you can take on the fucking world. But it all starts with honesty. Ask yourself what you've been lying to yourself about. Consciously admit that you've been bullshitting yourself about that thing, and do everything in your power to go out and change it. It ain't easy to do. But I promise you, what excuse have you bought into? What excuse have you believed that's not allowing you to live a life like Tony Hill? I gotta have the courage to stop making excuses. You know what is what you fight is the war against yourself. This is the responsibility. You can learn new things. You have to feel uncomfortable. This confidence how you grow. That's how you become strong. Remember that you discomfort and resistance your whole life. You will always be weak. If you want to grow as a person, you really have to make friends with pain.
your butt. Get out of those stands. Get in the ring. Get dirty. Get sweaty. Get bloody. Get knocked down. Get back up. Get knocked down again. Get back up. That boy just won't quit. He just watch him. He'll get back up. And he'll get up swinging. He'll try again. He just don't quit.
So do me a favor, let it destroy you. The version of you that you are right now is a blessing, but it won't take you to the next level. What got you here won't take you there. So let the dream destroy you, tear you down, redefine you, build you back up, make you stronger.
I will fail my way to success. Part of the reason why we have to continue to work on ourselves and surround ourselves with quality people is because you're going to have a lot of failures. You have a lot of disappointments.
I need you to do me a huge favor. I just need you to be real. The reason why a lot of y'all don't want to be real is some of you would rather be in a lie and at least have a lie than not have anything at all. You already know the reality about that relationship. You already know that job, your boss ain't about to cash you out. You're just scared to quit and start your own business because you don't know if you're going to do well or not. You know you shouldn't. Come on, be honest. You know you still shouldn't be at that job right now, but you're delusional that one day is going to be your day, that one day you're going to merge your job and your calling together. It's not going to happen. The dream will destroy you, right? Let it. Let the dream destroy you. Let it strip you. Let it remake and mold you. Don't be afraid. Some of you are afraid. Listen to me. Wherever you from, if that's where you from, if you leave, you can always come back. I promise you. I promise you, when you come back, you can get right back in the conversation. Ain't nothing gonna change. I promise you, whatever world you're from, if you go to other worlds, you can always go back to that world. Are you listening to me? Let it destroy you.
I wasn't talented. I wasn't talented in bodybuilding. I didn't have any genetics. I wasn't talented in business. But I had this attitude that I could do it. There's nothing I can't do. If I can squat 535 or how many, I don't know, 23, whatever it was, I can do anything. I believed that, and it worked. Because I believed it.
Life's going to happen to you when you have a dream. You're going to get slapped around. And don't take it personal. Don't ask, why did this have to happen to me? It's called life. Suck it up and move on. Get over it. When things go wrong, don't go with them. When you're working on a business deal, you're counting on some money. Someone said you will get the loan, and it falls through. You have an event, and the people that you thought would be there and support you, they don't come through. Or someone turns against you, or you get ripped off. It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to everybody. It does. It's called life.
We're in the Navy. What's the first thing they teach you? The first thing they teach you. They don't teach you how to defend yourself. They don't teach you how to swim. The first thing they teach you is when your gun is jammed. And somebody tell me, why would they start you there?
Worst case scenario.
That's what you're not prepared for.
The key is what we do in our times of pain. Pain will change us. Heartache, loss, disappointments, they don't leave us the same. Now, how the pain changes you is up to you. You can come out bitter, or you can come out better. You can come out defeated, giving up on your dreams, or you can come out with a new passion, a new fire, excited about the new opportunities in front of you.
This is not it for you. You have not peaked here. There's more in you than you're expressing. Eyes not seen, ear has not heard. What's in store for you if you challenge yourself, if you persist and persevere, if you take ownership for your life.
All of us experience it. My challenge, don't just go through it, grow through it. That difficulty is an opportunity to get stronger, to develop character, to gain new confidence. Anybody can give up. Anybody can let it overwhelm you. But you know what that's doing? Wasting your pain. That pain is not there to stop you. It's there to prepare you, to increase you, to develop you.
One of the biggest contradictions of massive success is when people go to their moms, their dads, their brothers, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, they say, listen, one day The world's gonna know who I am. One day, I will have a Ferrari, the Lambo, the Rolls, the Bentley, the big house, the cars, the backyard with the big swimming pool and an elevator. I'm gonna put the biggest parties. I'm gonna be a millionaire one day.
Take ownership for your life. Nobody can live your dream for you but you. Nobody's going to take care of your business like you. Stop coming up with excuses. Don't give yourself permission to continue to live a small life. You can't fit a big dream into a small life.
That's what lions do. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunt. That's what we do for a living.
Give yourself permission to go for it, to test yourself, to challenge yourself, to live full. The reason you're here is because there's something in you that says, I can do more. This just can't be it. There's something in you. There's a calling on your life. If you ever go through something, hold your head up. You ever make a mistake, hold your head up. You ever do something and everything goes wrong, life catch you on the blind side, hold your head up. It's not over. You have something special. You have greatness within you. What you're doing is different. You represent only 2% of the planet.
That's the only way you ever get where you want to go. You have to take a path that's dangerous. And most people want to take the safe path. The safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation. The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan. And you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever job you do planning your escape. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it. You gotta go. You gotta get after it. And you gotta have discipline. Most people don't have those things. Most people don't understand what it's like to really go for something. And to know that the consequences of not doing that are horrific.
You have the power in you to do more than you ever begin to imagine. To make a difference in our children, to make a difference on the planet, to make an impact. It's hard when you're working on a job.
Get up, Trav, now!
And then they come in and tell you, we're downsized. In other words, you're fired.
Never downsize. Build your dream, Trav.
It's not fair when people are going up
Come on,
this kind of stuff to tell them just be positive and be enthusiastic and everything will be all right. It's hard, right? Put some knots on your head.
We all
Yeah, Pop. We're right here.
But we look for it in a comfortable environment. You will not find toughness in a comfortable environment. I was trying to look for it everywhere. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where you're just out of sorts. When you can't swim and you're drowning. You're drowning in life. But you say, you know what, man? Fuck that. I'm gonna figure out how to backstroke or something. I'm gonna figure out how to, and then you're figuring out. When you say, you, this sucks, I'm drowning, I'm miserable, I'm suffering, I'm broken, but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind is it does this. It says, he's not leaving. So we gotta expand. We gotta grow. And then you start to engage parts of your mind that you never engaged before.
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. And that's discipline. It's not motivation. If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works.
You got to stop tripping every time something happened to you like it's the end of the world. It ain't. Just change your mindset. If you change your attitude, you change your altitude.
You cannot get people to believe in your dream until you believe in it yourself. Nobody's going to put into your dream before you put in. You have to invest in what you dream for.
There ain't nothing you can do about what's going to happen to you. You can't stop life from happening. You can do something about it. Life is 10% what happened to you. It's 90% what you do about it.
You're going to be attacked, betrayed, exposed, and humiliated. Life is going to break you, and it's going to see how bad you really want it. That's the moment when you are truly alone. And what will you do then? Can you summon the will to fight on through all the pain and rise again? Who are you? That will be the defining question of your life. Because your pain is your power. You suffer, so you can be much stronger.
If you want to be the best, you watch the best. You look at the best. You watch them, and you have their lifestyle. Don't be like this, have their lifestyle. And it'll take you anywhere you want to go.
That's the only way you ever get where you want to go. You have to take a path that's dangerous, and most people want to take the safe path. The safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation almost every time. It's hell.
If a lion see an animal that's wounded, or a real hunter see an animal that's wounded, what do? They don't kill him. Why don't they kill him? A real man in the dark, when nobody's watching, he putting in work. A real man, when coach ain't even watching, he's studying film on his own. Because he loves the process.
Think strategic all the time. Before any action or any inaction, ask yourself this question. Is this action going to make me stronger or weaker? Will this action move me toward the strategic long-term goals I am trying to achieve in my life? And do not lie to yourself. You have to tell yourself the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill. You have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
Find a way. If you believe and you have faith and you can get knocked down and get back up again and you believe in perseverance, you find your way.
When you make up your mind to do something, quitting should never be an option. If you're going to quit, quit when you're at your peak, when you're very, very successful. But don't quit because you're tired of paying the price. If you pay the price, the reward is going to be that much sweeter.
Thank you. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. I don't know what to call you. I don't want to call you Stinky. Stinky Doo-Doo. What is his name? Stinky Doo-Doo Poopy. He says, is it normal to do shoulder and tricep on same day? Bro, why the fuck would you want to be normal? I'm just being real. This is my response, not a reaction. This is my advice. Don't do what you perceive to be normal, because then that's what you end up as. And it's not about judgment or looking down on people who don't want to be a bit unconventional, or fuck, even an extremist. There is certain purposes, paths, careers that not only make it acceptable, but require you to be obsessed. Because obsessed is simply a word that oftentimes the lazy use to describe the severely dedicated. So I say, fuck yeah, bro. Throw in some calves and abs too. Normal shoulders and tries. That's a good push day, bro. I used to do push days, chest, shoulders, and tries. It's not always about fucking 10 exercises with one muscle group. You can hit all three. You can do a push day, couple weeks from then, or even next week, you could do opposites attract. Like Arnold, chest and back. You know, there's no perfect training regimen, but too much of this, what I'm doing right now, and too much scrolling, too much talking to other people in the gym is not good. It's about intensity, time under tension, and getting in that flow state. Squeezing, full fucking range of motion, full contractions. You should be dripping. I got puddles already. And when I can do that, when you can go and have sweat pour off, then you know you're working hard enough. He also says, last one, then I got to get into another set. I'm going to put on a good song here, motivational speech again. He says, it is about judgment. I go to the gym and get called fat. Fuck them. So I'm trying to lift weights. What kind of fucking people are they? Don't even make eye contact with them. And you know what? What you should do, I don't care if anyone says you're a tattletale, fucking what, let them call you whatever the fuck you want to call them. If people are doing that to you at the gym, you go tell the manager. You tell the owner. And that motherfucker should get kicked out. Take a video next time and report it and show Joey Swole and have these fucking clowns get what they deserve from the internet. Because if you're in there trying to better yourself, you're trying to shed fat, get healthy, breathe better, who the fuck are these people? Nobody's. I don't care if they're in shape. I don't care their age. I don't give a fuck. They were raised wrong, and they didn't learn how to develop respect of their own or common sense and decency. So, he also says, I do chest, shoulders, try, back, by, leg. Oh, I like that. Chest, shoulder, try, back, by, leg. Yeah. It's good. Switch it up. A little bit of muscle confusion never hurts. Incorporate some new exercises.
Four words that'll change your life. I do it anyways. Tired? I do it anyways. No support? I do it anyways. Scandalous? I do it anyways. Afraid of failure? I do it anyways. Fear of rejection? I do it anyways. You don't build an amazing life or business or relationship by waiting for the perfect moment. You do it by showing up every day, regardless of how you feel. You do it anyways. That's how you win the game of life, with the mentality of I do it anyways.
Don't expect anything to be handed to you. You know, do the work. You know, everything else is going to figure itself out. You know, dream big. I'm really big on like pouring into the universe, and the universe is going to pour back into you.
Because you cannot lose when it's your time to win. And when it's your time to win, lose! I will lose! I will not lose! That just isn't going to happen. I'm not going to lose! Not today! Do you hear me? I won't let myself lose. Not here. Not now.
I'm going to work. I'm going to press forward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim.
I go anyways. Even if I'm just going through the motions, I go through the motions. I don't really want to work out. I work out. I really don't want to.
Yeah, this is my gym.
Project. I hammer on the project. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. I get up and get out of bed. Don't take today off. Not today. Wait until tomorrow. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Shut that down. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights, sprint the hill, work on the project, get out of bed.
We did not come this far to just break down and lose now.
And I think that flipped this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.
You get one life! So why aren't you running toward everything you once said you wanted? Are you too tired? We'll do it anyway! Are you too sad? We'll do it anyway! Are you too scared?
gonna do it anyway. Top of the morning, nobody in the bed, baby, wake that ass up. Understand this. You don't get another life to go back and do it differently. You don't get another opportunity to be this version of yourself. In this moment, with these dreams that you have right now, the biggest regret you have in your life isn't failure. It's looking back years from now and realizing you never even tried.
You don't belong at the bottom, and it's time for you to get your butt from down there. It's time for you to stop being comfortable at the bottom. Get your butt up and get to where you're supposed to be. He was in a pig pen, and he came to himself, and he went home. Get your butt up. You are a royal priesthood. Get where you belong. Do what you're supposed to do. Live like you're supposed to live. You are an embarrassment to the kingdom. You are an embarrassment. You are a royal priesthood. You are a chosen generation. Act like it.
So take that risk. Start that thing that you've been putting off. Say yes to those opportunities that scare you. Start stepping into that version of yourself that you keep imagining. Because you can spend your whole life wondering what if. Or you can take that risk. Take that shot. And really find out.
And what do you have to lose? You don't have to continue to think. Why not just commit one time in your life to something? See what happens. There are no losers in the world of passion to make something. No one loses there. The losers are the people that sit the starting line and never initiate. It's a belief that supremacy exists. There's so many examples in the Olympics, and every day we see the common man.
So chase what you want. Move when it's even uncomfortable. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't to look back and say, I wish I would have. The goal is to say, I went for it. I did. And because I did so, I accomplished everything I ever wanted. Good morning.
What gets you out of bed? What gets you off the couch? What gets you in the gym? It's not your alarm. It's not your parents. It's not your friends. It's you. The only one that can make it happen for you is you.
It's really hard to be led by your gut. But I'm not qualified, but I'm not good enough, but I'm not smart enough, but I didn't go to the right school, but I don't have enough money, but. If you're ever gonna step into your future, if you're ever gonna step into your destiny, you're gonna have to get over your butt.
And that's what pity party is when you have an undisciplined mind and you meditate on the wrong thing over and over and over again. And you're going to throw a pity party, I'll give you 3 days and that's it. And after 3 days you cut up your record player, your iPod, your MP3, and you come up with a plan.
Do I just sit there and settle? No, I don't. I say enough's enough, man, and I'm gonna make a change, and I'm gonna keep going until I get it. You chase something that you believe you deserve until you get it. And it doesn't matter what happens to you, doesn't matter how many times you get fired, doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you, just go until you get it. That's the point. Are you tired yet? Some of you need to get tired. You need to be tired of what's going on around you. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of the actions that you're putting in every day. You gotta change, man. I'm not change.
I woke up one day and stopped making excuses. I woke up one day and stopped playing the blame game. I woke up one day and looked at the man in the mirror and was like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Wake up. It's showtime. Let's go. Get up. Go to class. Do your homework. You ain't gonna do it. You stay there. You stay humble. You work harder. You always there. I guarantee someone that feels bad about themselves too.
Every day, you have choices to make. You're responsible and critical for every single choice. You made the choices.
And what I need you to do for me is why you ownership of my new here. So you control you. That's why I want to do what you do. That's why I'm going to give you what you work for. I put that work in every single day. And we wake up every single day and work on work. And that's the thing about in my life. We do what it is we got to do. Especially when we're out.
When he's not loyal to you, he doesn't care about you. When he doesn't care how sore you are, when he doesn't care how much sleep you get, when he doesn't care how hard you work at times, when he requires all of you and then more, and it promises you nothing. It's a mastermind creator down your mind and causes you to back into setback. So the question is about winning. Are you willing to sprint when the distance is unknown and blind chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Now is the time to grind. Now is the time to show the world. Now is placed here for a purpose. To make sure
tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It's your dream. If you want to have it, reach your butt up and make it happen. If you want to have it, ride and ride.
You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. It's grind season, homie.
Life is a war. And there are people out there and there are things out there that are trying to take you down. Things are gonna go wrong. And when things go wrong, it's pretty easy just to say, you know what, I'm gonna stand down. You can do that. But I think no. I think no. And you keep fighting, and you keep fighting, and you keep fighting no matter what. You never quit. You never quit. And if you feel like your life is in a place where you can't get any lower, and you can find a way out, good. Because that means the ultimate challenge. It means you can only go up. And it also means that things are going to be tough. Things are going to be tougher than anything you can imagine. But that storm that you're in, from your perspective, it seems like that storm is enveloping the whole world. But I'm telling you, it is not. The storm that you're in, it is hard to see out of that storm. It's hard to see past it. It seems like the storm is everything. But the storm is not everything. And it won't last forever. You can get out of the storm, and you will get out of the storm. And when you get out, you're gonna see the sun again. But right now, you're being tried. You're being forged. You're being tested by fire and by pain. That's the test. Don't fail the test. Don't fail the test. Don't give in. Don't quit. Never quit. Fight on. Fight through the storm. Fight through the pain and come out the other side stronger and tougher and better. A fighter, a survivor, a winner, victorious, and free from that storm, free from the dark. You know what I hear? I hear the clock ticking. Time waits for no man. Life goes by, and it goes by quick. Don't waste those years. Don't waste them. Live them. Back off. Negative. Not happening. In fact, we're stepping it up. No complacency. No complacency. No backing off. No slack whatsoever. Bring it. Fight. Fight that ticking clock with everything you've got. And the earlier you get in the game and get on track, the better life you're gonna have. Healthier, wealthier, stronger, smarter, better. Go through the motions. I don't really want to work out. I work out. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. I get up and get out of bed. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. The desire to take the path of least resistance, the downhill path, the easy path. Shut that door. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights. Sprint the hill. Get out of bed. Get things done. And by simply going through the motions, you stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path, which is right where you know what you belong.
If you grind on Monday, and you grind on Tuesday, and you grind on Wednesday, and you chill on Thursday, and you chill on Friday, and you grind on Thursday, and and they cry, I don't cry. Sooner or later they gonna catch you. So there's these minutes that tell me they're coming for me. You gonna work hard for it. Because I'm gonna find out what the benchmarks are. I'm gonna reach the benchmarks.
Oh yeah, baby. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah.
I'm going to press forward.
Woo.
I'm going to do everything in my power every single day to become a victor and not a victim.
This is the part where life demands that you make a vow, come hell or high water, that you're willing to pay the price, where you earn your spot with effort, with sweat, with blood, with tears. It's time to test your will, your endurance, your heart, to test your living.
A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process.
I'm not the lion. I'm not the gazelle. I don't need something external to motivate me. I find something within.
When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time. You go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another. Keep playing the game. Keep grinding. Keep working. Look at your belief system every single day and stick with it. Don't rush the process. Trust the process. Don't rush the process. Trust the process. From this day forward, I will give 120% on every hour. When you want something bad, you can't count the cost. Because when you count the cost and you see how much it costs, you might quit. You might give up. So you gotta go in and don't count the cost. I'll do as many push-ups as it takes, as many reps as it takes. I study as long as it takes. I'll pay whatever the price is. Why? Because if I start counting the cost, I might quit. I might give up. I might surrender. Don't count the cost. You get to a point where you don't count it. You just do whatever it takes to get whatever you want. Winners win and losers lose. And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture.
You gotta give up that mediocre approach. You gotta give up this common thinking you've got, telling you can't do this, that you can't have this, that it's not possible for you. You gotta give that up. You got to trust yourself. You got to know you came here with the stuff in you. You are where you were born to win. It is your right to win. It is your right to have your dream. You don't get this stuff. You don't get these ideas unless you also have the capacity to make it happen. Use your gift and become stronger, become better, become faster, become smarter, become more productive. And you know what? You will build a life that says, I told you so, without having to say a fucking word.
You will cry. There's stuff that will happen in your life that will make you cry. Okay. It's a part of the deal. If you can't handle pain, you almost success. You gotta look at life with God said, it's all you got. Is this it? I was born shaped in the dark, molded by dark. I will break you. You recycle your pain.
Oh, fuck.
And some of you are not successful because every single time you run up against a trial, every time you run up against a tribulation, and what I'm here to tell you is, if you tell that thing, I'm here just like you here, and I promise you, I ain't leaving without the degree. I will not leave without that goal. I will not leave without that dream. I will not leave this university until I'm successful. I will not leave this job. I will not leave this client. I will not leave this opportunity until I get it. And you have to fight and fight and fight and fight. And most of you won't be successful not because you can't do it, but you can't outlast your old you to get to your new you.
You must have patience and engage in consistent action.
Look at your belief system every single day and stick with it. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Everybody dreams of greatness. Everybody wants to be great. Everybody dreams of greatness, wishes to be great, talks about great, idolize the greats. Everybody wants to be great. but only a few when that moment presents itself. Only a few when that time has come. Only a few are willing to step up to the moment and actually execute. When you're dealing with another human being, it's not how tall he is. When you're dealing with another human being, it's not how big he is. When you're dealing with another human being, it's not how strong he is. At the end of the day, it comes down to a will. What's in common is push. Everybody gonna give you a cookies and I drink push. It's alive. It's inside. How do you know you feel it? You dream about it. You eat and sleep every day. When people talk to you, tell them, this is what I'm so push. Just push back the way. Push. Don't quit. Don't get push. Push your way to success. It's gonna rain sometimes. I will. You're gonna feel discouraged sometimes. I will. No matter what the obstacle, I will. I'm not.
Live extreme and push your boundaries. Why? Simply because there will be no other time for you to do this. You can dream of these things, but understand you can also achieve them. The moments that take your breath away are the ones that count. I don't care if you've been beaten to the floor, if your legs are too tired to lift that weight. Break through that barrier and create new ones for you. When there's a will, there's a way. When you truly need something, you can find a way, and you stop at nothing to reach it. The injuries we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that. It's not easy reaching your goal. It's not easy changing your life. It's not easy trying to fill a business and people are never saying no every day. It takes a lot of guts. Bill collectors are calling and your phone might be cut off. And you might lose your job. It takes a lot of guts. You don't have nothing but lint in the corner of your pocket. You ought to talk about living your dream. And people laughing at you. And they're doubting you. I believe in revenge, like Prince believes that the best revenge is massive success. It takes guts. You gotta dig down deep. Cut it out. Keep on going. Again and again and again. It's hard. No, easy is not an option. However, ladies and gentlemen, what you will discover is that
It's worth it.
There are going to be days where you do not feel like doing anything. Those days are going to be there no matter what path you take.
We have two voices in our mind. There's that one voice. It's that soft motherfucker. That soft motherfucker voice that says, sleep the fuck in. It's okay.
You can take the day off, saying you don't need to go hard.
It's that calming voice. You want to be hugged and nurtured and all that shit.
That voice, that nagging voice of weakness, the one that tells you to back off, to simmer down, to take it easy. When you hear that voice, tell it no. Tell it to sit down and be quiet.
Suppress that voice. You got another voice in your head that's asking you a question. It's asking you, what could you be? What could you be? What could you be if you worked as hard as you could? What could you be if you imposed real discipline in your life? What could you be?
Because that pain that you are feeling is the test.
This is a test. This is the day I'm going to find out if my goals really are my goals.
Michael Jordan, they call him Cool Dad. He steals more and more.
Flames them. It's like it highlights parts of them that have been buried and been cut away. Who you are is turning people towards their shame. It's reminding them of it. And if that person doesn't want to or isn't ready to face that shame, they will experience you as a threat and will try to cut you down. Does that sound familiar? If this is you, what now? I'm going to give you two quick ideas. First is to know this pattern and see it for what it is, and to get sick and tired of it. A lot of you probably are already there. And the second is more specific. Get better at seeing the bad in people. Why do I say that? You're probably already so good at seeing the good in people, knowing that deep down, they're just a wounded person. If only they didn't have whatever upbringing they had.
Wow.
What you probably struggle with is fully acknowledging your shortcomings. You probably overlook a lot of misbehavior and red flags in others, giving people the benefit of the doubt repeatedly, and that needs to be explored, because even if someone's wounded, it doesn't excuse how they're mistreating you. And I hope that gives you something today.
It did.
If you were the scapegoat in your family, there's a dynamic that's probably followed you throughout your life. You're both a mirror and a magnet to other people's self-loathing. You're a it, and that people who carry enormous self-loathing somehow always know how to find it. And maybe you play. If you were the scapegoat,
Not your car, not your clothes. It's your mind. Your mind is the most important thing you have, and you gotta control it. I don't care what's happening. You have to control it. When you leave, what you fighting for? What's your legacy? What you gonna do? You say you a champ, but do you practice like a champ? You say you a champ, do you fight like a champ? You say you a champ, do you have the mentality of a champ? Champions keep going when they don't have anything left in their tank. When they don't have no more. When it's over. When they're tired. When they're frustrated. When they're ready to give up. When they spent their last dime. That's when they get started. It's when you have nothing left. It's when you depleted all your money. When all your energy gone. That's when it's showtime. When you find the way out of no way. When you find breath that you don't have. When you find energy that did not exist. When you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe. That's when you find a way.
The uncommon get ready for the common people not to understand you. If I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of failure, the fear of standing by myself, the fear of people not liking me, what else is available? Of taking a chance, a fear of losing it all. What else is available to me? People are gonna think you're crazy. You don't have nothing but lead in the corner of your pocket. You know they talk about living your dream. And people laughing at you. And they're doubting you. Ladies and gentlemen, but let me tell you, I believe in Prince enough. He said the best revenge is massive success. Instead of killing with kindness, torture is success. How many times have you started the diet? Said, oh, this is my year. I'm going to start this year strong. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to eat right. 2 weeks later, what you do? You lie to yourself.
Real talk. Most of y'all are going to do a fucking thing. And you're going to be mad at me because I fucking said it. When in reality, you should be mad at yourself because 2 years ago you said shh. Last year you said shh. This year you say shh. And next year you're going to be saying the same shh. How about this for 2021? We look at ourselves in the mirror and we tell ourselves the truth. We look at our lives and we tell ourselves the truth. You're either doing it or you're not doing it. You've either been executing or you haven't been executing. You either are truly ready to make a change or you're not. It doesn't matter how many fucking videos you watch. It doesn't matter how many courses you buy. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is what you're going to do. You gotta make a decision that you are not going to be like everybody else. You are not going to live how they live. You are not going to eat how they eat. You're not going to drink how they drink. You're not going to do the kind of work they can do. And then you got to go do that. And you've got to do it one day at a time. Win today. Then you wake up tomorrow and you do the same thing. Then you wake up on Wednesday and you do the same thing. Then you wake up on Thursday and you do the same thing. And when you get to the point where you're winning every day and it's automatic, guess what happens? Winning becomes not something that you aspire to do. Winning becomes who the f*** you are.
I am not phenomenally skilled, but I'm phenomenally willed. My IQ may never change, but my will changes every year. I get stronger and stronger and more determined. Why? Because it's in my DNA. I want to be successful. I want to execute. I want to make all my dreams become a reality. I want to do everything I said I'm going to do. So my appetite increases. It gets stronger every year. I want more every year. I want to do more every year. I want to help more every year. I want to be bolder. I want to be better. I want to be stronger every single year. Every single year, your appetite should go up. You should never get settled. You should never get settled. You should never get content. Every single year.
The waiting and the thinking and the planning, that stuff doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't move you forward. In fact, you're going backwards. You're going backwards because the world is moving forward. So if you're standing still, you're actually going backwards. So don't sit around and think about it anymore. Take action. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how minuscule the movement is, but make movement. Move forward and do that every single day, no matter what. Be what it is you claim to be about. Be what it
is you truly want to be, if you truly want to be successful, if you truly want to change your life, if you truly want to lose 50, 100, 200, 500 pounds, be about it today.
This is not a year that you're going to be doing a lot of talking.
Life is not always easy. There are times when it feels like everything is going against us. When we face obstacles that seem insurmountable. And when we feel like giving up.
This is harder than I thought. Hard? That must mean it's bad. No. Every time you face disappointment, you face heartache, you face defeat, you face setbacks, it's preparing you for what this world has in store for you. Life is not done with you. You're only just getting started. The challenges you have right now, they're there to push the greatness that is inside of you out.
And as much as I hate some of the parts of my life that passion drags me down to, in a lot of ways I'm grateful for it. Because yeah, it's put me in the valleys, but only to show me there's peaks, and yeah, it's dragged me through the dark, but only to remind me there is light. My hurts forced me to have hope, and to have faith in myself. So don't ever give up. Don't ever quit.
Pressure has a point. Pressure has a purpose.
You see, most people suffer from possibility blindness. They can't see themselves doing better because they've been conditioned by the world around them. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know, the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing as powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. When you have a made-up mind, you don't care about the facts. You don't care about the odds. Because you are creating your own production. You are the star of your show. You are the director. You're writing the script. And you will determine whether your life is a smash office hit or flop. You determine that. Working on yourself, talking to yourself. That's so very important. Overcoming the negative conversation, that inner dialogue that's going on all the time. And so learning how to empower yourself, part of doing that is standing up to yourself. You got to stand up inside yourself sometimes and say, shut up, I'm in control here. You gotta do this. I was going to give a presentation, and this voice inside of me saying, you can't do this, you don't have everything it takes to shut up. I have got to do it. The power to hold on in spite of everything, the power to endure, the hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. This is the winner's quality. You have that quality within you. When you come up against that thing that tries to break you, when it knocks you down on the canvas, you gotta tell it, I will break you before you break me. You will not defeat me. I will take everything bad that happens in my life, and I will use that pain to push me to greatness. I refuse to be denied. You gotta believe when no one else does.
No one believed in me. I believed in myself. Belief came from me was going through those hell weeks, taping those legs up, getting up early in the morning, by myself, no coach, getting myself up, motivating myself every single day. And no one's there saying, come on, David, I'm forming belief. So when those hard times come, I know exactly how to get through them.
The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you manifest. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit.
You can get through this. You can survive this. You can outlast this. You can handle this. You gotta push yourself to your limits. That's when you grow. You have the strength to pick yourself up and keep fighting through the darkness. And when you keep fighting through it, you'll reach the light, and that light will make every bit of the dark worth it. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
The biggest war you'll ever go through is right between your own ears. It's in your mind. The mind's a very powerful thing. It has a tactical advantage over you all the time. It knows where you don't want to go. So it will guide you away from that. And that's why the mind will always win. If you reprogram it. You gotta figure out a way to reprogram your mind to get outside the box. Whatever my mind said I don't want to do, I realized I must do that.
The great leader is one
that. Yeah, those are all obstacles. A lot of you can't control those obstacles, but you can control yourself. We have to regain control of our mind. How you gain mental toughness, how you become the person you want to be, is constantly facing the things that you don't want to face.
Normally anything gets accomplished. You gotta work hard. I can't remember what the f*** in this paragraph to pass this test to get in the military. Read it again. Still not getting it. Read it again. But if you're not getting it, write it out. And guess what happened? I got it. I can't swim. I'm negative buoyant. Go back again. I can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realized if I keep going back and going back and going back, your mind will say, okay, we're going to figure it out, because he is not going to stop. To find real, permanent peace, you first must go through suffering. You must go through the dark side of who you are.
Every day I demand more from myself than anybody else could possibly expect. I don't compete with other people, I compete with what I'm capable of.
A person that's obsessed and wants to just get there, they don't give a f*** what the temperature is. They don't even care, because they know no matter what's out there. Like it's snowing, if it's a damn tropical storm, if it's 20 below, they don't care. They're gonna run. It doesn't matter what the f***'s out there, what's in front of me. I'm just gonna go. And that's how you want to get your mind.
You have to train your brain by doing things that make you uncomfortable consistently. To build this mindset that when things get hard, we don't shy away, we don't quit, we attack. I'm seeing through all those walls. I'm getting to where I want to go.
You have to literally visualize the connection between what you're doing on a day-by-day basis with what you're wanting. What do you want yourself to look like 10 years from now? What do you want your bank account to look like? What do you want to look like physically 6 months from now or a year from now? You have to connect the dots. You have to remind yourself that these little things that you do are going to lead to the big things.
If you think that you've given everything, you really haven't. If you think you're working hard, you're not working hard enough.
You can always do more. You always have another gear, another level of performance. You can always push a little bit harder, get up a little earlier, work a little longer. Whatever it is you want more of, you have complete control over whether you get it or not. We don't have this. We put limits on ourselves.
Oh shit.
It isn't in a war.
I forgot I was supposed to be doing this one.
In a battle. It isn't in a melee of fire and destruction that most of us succumb to weakness. We are taken apart slowly, convinced to take an easier path, enticed by comfort. Most of us aren't defeated in one decisive battle. We are defeated one tiny, seemingly insignificant surrender at a time that chips away at who we should really be. It isn't that you wake up one day and decide, that's it, I'm going to be weak. No. It is a slow, incremental process. It chips away at our will, it chips away at our discipline. We sleep in a little later. We miss a workout, then another. We start to eat what we shouldn't eat and drink what we shouldn't drink. And without realizing it, one day you wake up and you've become something that you never would have allowed. So, you have to be vigilant. You have to be on guard. You have to hold the line on the seemingly insignificant little things. Things that should matter, but things that do. It's not about winning. It's the battle itself. It's the struggle. It's the daily test. That's what life's about. I don't want to struggle. I want to grind and claw and scratch. I want to dig in and I want to push. And I don't want it to end. I don't want to rest. And I don't want to coast. And I don't want to reach a point in my life where I say, I've done enough. No. Everyone listening to this, here's the deal. No complacency. No complacency. No backing off. No slack whatsoever. Fight.
The standard is the standard. We don't lower it. We compete, we fight, we scratch, we live to fight another day. We don't retreat against nobody. That ain't talent. That's essence. That's core. That's who I am as a person. That's how I get down. That's how I'm coming. That's what that is. And every time you get ready to stop,
What's up,
every time you
creatine?
get ready to quit, that's you as a man. But when you press forward, in the midst of the opposition,
Yeah, I remember you.
adversity, you build a mentality that's going to sustain you 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. Because you want some different
How's your day going, bro?
in your life, you've got to be willing to be unreasonable. If you want unreasonable results in your life, you've got to be willing to be unreasonable. Part of being unreasonable, you don't judge according to appearances. Part of being unreasonable, you can see it because you believe it. That's part of being unreasonable. Part of being unreasonable, you must have the faith to call forth those things that be not as though they were. That's part of being unreasonable. And so I started going to work earlier. I started being the last one to leave it. I started working harder than anybody else. The other guys couldn't. Now, why would you work so hard, Les? I said, I'm not working for them. I've been treating myself and my family, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, do it with everything that you have. Develop the habit of giving more than what you're paid for. Develop the habit of setting standards that others will be measured by. Someone said, do not go where the path may lead, but go where there's no path and leave a trail. How much time you really wasting? Tell me this. How much time do you have left? When you start thinking about that, we don't know. Right now, we have the most valuable asset on earth on our side, time. But it's running out. And to make that first step towards greatness is the hardest step. And you will have to fight. Fight. And most of you won't be successful, not because you can't do it, but you can't hold you long enough to get to the real you.
Because, let's face it, when the alarm goes off, you got your head on that soft pillow, it's all nice and cozy and warm in there, you do not feel like getting up. You should not. That snooze alarm is the dream killer. When you press that snooze button, you're killing your dreams.
Every single day when you wake up, you got two options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at the snooze button, boom. You can hit the snooze button, go back to bed. And dream about what you want to have. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock, and get up and go.
So easy. So easy to put things off. So easy to say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Well, once you reprogram your brain and tell yourself that tomorrow is not a viable option. Tomorrow doesn't work. You do it today. You get it done today. That's what you do.
If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
No more excuses, no more hesitation, no more procrastination, no more negotiation, no more going next time. It's done. Don't expect front row seats if you're giving those lead effort. Everybody wanna win. Everybody wanna be on the winning team. Everybody wanna win, but everybody don't wanna work. Everybody wants a reward, but everybody don't have to wanna work. We all gotta work. I gotta show up and show everything. Every time, where much is given, much is required, but you won't get the rewards. Rewards come after the only place where success comes with work is in the dictionary. We're not gonna wait. We're gonna do work. We're gonna put in work. Because every time you put in work, you get the same consequences. You get it. That's what it is. You do it so hard, so passionate about it. You're gonna feel like it. You still have to rise up. This moment will not stop. Will stop. I will not quit when it gets hard. I will not complain. I will not worry. I will not fret. I will find a way when there is no way. I will make a door when there is no door. I will create a window when there is no window. I will create finance when there is no finance. I will find an opportunity when it doesn't exist. I will not be defeated because I know what my desires are. I know what I deserve. The reason why you stop and you start and you stop and you start is because the goal is not meaningful enough. You don't have enough skin in this. You don't have enough room to don't do it. What I'm telling you is you got to create the type of scenario that if it doesn't work, you lose everything. And because you cannot lose everything, you got to make it happen. You just decide, I'm going to keep my word. If I say something, I'm going to do it regardless. Being more considerate, more trusted, more disciplined. You owe it to yourself to give it your best effort.
What is controlling your thoughts? What is enslaving you? Is it television set? Feeding your mind images of what life should be? Is it the internet drawing you in and controlling your time? Is it drugs or alcohol numbing your brain? Is it your desires? Or is it lack of discipline from accomplishing what you want to accomplish. And we get very caught up in instant gratification. We want the shortcut to the winner's podium. We want results now. And when we don't get the short-term glory, sometimes we lose sight of those long-term goals. They fade. We lose focus. So we stop the daily tasks, the daily disciplines that will result in another day. Then the day turns into a week, and the week into a year, and we look up maybe I don't really want to. Maybe this goal isn't for me. And so you give up. You settle for the status quo. You settle for the easy road. You settle for oh well.
Yo.
Don't do that. Embed that long-term goal in your mind. Burn it into your soul. Think about it. Write about it. Talk about it. Hang it up on your wall.
It's just you typing today, brother. But a little bit of fat never killed anybody. You're on the right track. Your thoughts are focused on burning it. You're showing up. You're putting in the work. I pray you're switching your nutrition habits and eating whole foods, nutrient rich, alkaline, filtered water. Make sure you're doing your stretches too. Stay flexible.
So if you want more free time, you need more discipline time. More scheduled time towards the things that matter. More vacation time for you. That's how you get ahead.
What's your distraction? Just be honest. Are you distracted by ESPN? Are you distracted by movies, Netflix, video games, gossip? Are you distracted with things that don't matter in your life? Ask yourself truthfully, your big goals and dreams, can you get laser obsessively focused almost to its exclusivity for an extended period of time? I'm talking about a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, even a decade towards something you want so badly, you want it like oxygen. It's like you want it like you want to live. Are you extendedly laser focused on it, or do you get distracted easily? Our obsessions become our possessions, but we won't possess them if we're not truly obsessed. Turn your damn TV off. Turn your phone off a lot too. Does it really matter what's going on with the Kardashians right now? Don't be so obsessed with them. Be obsessed with your own reality TV program called Your Own Life. This suffering, this sacrifice you're making is an indicator of progress. It's an indicator of obsession. Suffering and sacrifice and hard work is an indication of progress towards our dreams. The price you will pay for not making your dream come true is far greater than the one that you will pay to make it come true. You'll pay that one the rest of your life. And so ask yourself, what is your risk? What is your willing to pay? Stop negotiating with Christ. It's a freeing experience to totally commit. When you totally commit to a business, it's a freeing power. It's like removing kryptonite from your life when you totally commit. The people around you, it's costing too much. It's costing too much. You just go, no, it's worth it.
Jordan said in his interviews, when he said, you are unbelievable, the greatest basketball player of all times. Tell me about that. I just mentioned the successes. But he says, for me to become the greatest basketball player, I missed 9,000 shots when I was playing basketball at the NBA games. Does it make him a failure? No. We all fail. It's okay. What is not okay is that when you fail, you stay down. Whoever stays down is a loser. And winners will fail and get up. Fail and get up. Fail and get up. You always get up. That is a winner.
I can accept failure. Everyone fails at some point. I cannot accept not trying. It is your losses that will humble you. It is your losses that will give you a drive. It is your losses that will allow you make the same mistake over and over. You are not your past. You can't be mad when somebody's pursuing the crisis that you're running from. You ain't mad about that, but you mad about the reward because you knew it should have been yours. That was your reward. But because you was afraid to do the work, because you were afraid of the crisis, now somebody else got your reward. Stop running from it and run to it. Stop telling me what you're going through. The great, they get to it, they go through it. And the harder it is, the better.
If you lose your job, if you go through a divorce, if you're coming back from addiction, if you're coming back from failure after failure after failure, and disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, you must know within yourself, there must be a deep inner knowing of your true identity. You've got to know you are a winner, you were born to win. It is your right to win. It is your right to have your dream. You don't get these ideas unless you also have the capacity to make it happen. Give yourself a fighting chance. Whatever you go after, whatever you say, if this is your stuff, pursue it passionately.
You gotta have the mentality to show up every day of your life. No matter what life throws at you, it's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life. Prepare for battle.
I'm just fucking sliding.
When life's thrown at you, it's your responsibility to find your new 100%. You still must grow. I feel like most things I do, they feel like me. You know what I do? I feel like one. And that one day, you see me in a dark alley, when at 1 o'clock in the morning, no one thinks. I remind you, every single day when you wake up, you got 2 options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, hit the snooze button and go back to bed. And you dream about what you want to have. You can look at that snooze button, hit the clock and get up and go pursue your dreams.
Mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weight. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different. We don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm going to live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. Process driven. I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And if we gonna be champions, process driven. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
What if neurodivergence is
But if you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you you can't do something. I'll repeat that. If you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you you can't do something, not even yourself.
So if God just passed me, he said, God, just be average today. Some of you just don't understand. Some of you have been average for so damn long, You don't know what it is to do hard work.
Don't take today off. Not today. Wait. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Shut that. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights. Sprint the hill. Work on the project. Get out of bed.
The biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now. The main point is to find something that you are not standing still where you are right now.
When you do the hard things, you will have a happy and easy life. But if you constantly choose to take the path of easy and negotiate and compromise, you will have a hard life. A hard life that ends with regret. So I'm here to tell you, if you live a no compromise life, if you become unreasonable expectations, find a group of fighters to the life with no motivation process, you will become the 2.0.
When you're feeling the most trapped and down and nothing can go right, I feel like those are the moments that define you. Those are those character canon moments that are like, what am I going to do now? How do you respond to that?
You want to be much more than average. You just don't know how to do it every single day, the grind. You can find someone that oil those fucking gears up. So check it out. This is the mindset. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But there's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. But you're out there hungry and wants everything you have. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But if it is, it's gonna be your ass. So make that a motivation for you. Play hard.
A lot of days when oh, you can't do this, Tom. You can't see as quick as a 30-year-old on the computer. Yeah, let me show you. I would have arguments with myself. I could do it. I doubt myself sometimes, too. You know what? I watched Arnold fall down. Nobody remembers when he fell down. When he was, Arnold wasn't the real fighter as he was in the first 70 through 75. He got up. I'm going to become a famous film star. I became governor. He kept getting up. I saw Trump do the same thing. I saw a lot of these guys I admired in business do it. And to do anything successfully in life, you gotta want it as bad as you want to read. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want.
You want that attitude to permeate the people that you're competing against. You want them to give in to their mind. You want them to say, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it. But you want to be the one that says, okay, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is to build something. It's not to wait for it to happen. Hey, Nick, your life just happened in front of you. Just show up today and make it happen with Tom. No, you had to do a lot of shit today to get to this day that no one really knows except you. So that's why you appreciate it.
Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and it doesn't matter whether it's there or not. Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. And that's discipline. It's not motivation. If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works. You know the weekend where you really only had 2 things to do for the weekend? Whatever it was, you had to write this thing and you had to answer this other thing. And On Friday, you're like, I'll do it tomorrow, and on Saturday, like, I'll do it. And it's basically hanging over your head the whole weekend. Whereas if you'd just done Friday afternoon, the whole weekend would have been a lot better. So just do the thing.
Now listen, man, I'm not trying to say you gotta be that level of an asshole. I can be that level of an asshole because I am, and I'm passionate, and I give a shit. And if you want to, you should. But I am saying be unreasonable in your expectations. I don't take shit from anyone. I don't want you to take shit from anyone. Because you only live one life, right? Your limiting beliefs are gonna try and talk shit on you. Like your version of 1.0 yourself, your inner pitch, that voice that we all have with the project, we call it the inner pitch and the inner beast, which is the critic and the advocate, right? Your beast is your advocate, and your inner pitch is your critic. Your 1.0 version is going to negotiate with your 2.0 version and say, no, don't grow, don't change, go back to the loser that you were. Just have another drink, watch TV for another hour, eat that fucking ding dong, and then chase it down with a Twinkie. God. Sick
Get rid of your own personal ideas and just get in touch again with sometimes what people call is the flow, if you like. You are getting back into observation state, because in the training, there you're not always in observation state only. There is something you want to achieve. So that means you see a goal in front of your eyes. You see something that why in all of this training you want to go through. And therefore, to balance this out, we have the physicality of ourselves at the same time merged with the mental exercises.
If you are going to rest, that is one thing that you should procrastinate on. That's the one thing I want you to put off until tomorrow. And if, when tomorrow comes, you still feel like you need to rest or you need to take a break, then okay. Take it. But the chances are you won't. You won't need that rest. Chances are you will realize that the desire to rest was just weakness. It was just the desire to take the path of least resistance, the downhill path, the easy path. And by simply going through the motions, you overcame that path. And you stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path. You stayed on the war path.
You had to go through a lot of stuff to get to this day. Not only you know what it took to get here, and that's why you value it. So other people on the outside in, they say, oh, Vic, you're so lucky. You get to do this, and you get to be, you have all these followers, you have these people that pay attention to you, you get to do these cool things. Well, yeah, but in your mind, you're probably still the same kid, with your brother and your other brother and your sister and your dad and your mom. You're like, no, you guys don't remember where I came from. And this is why I value this, because I have perspective. Yeah. I knew where I came from. I knew where I started. And now I appreciate where I'm at.
You're the closest to getting what you want. It's always the hardest. It's always the feeling when you're getting ready to, people give up right before they get what they've always wanted to get. People quit and they give up. And I will not be the person who quit before I got what I wanted or what I needed or what I thought I was supposed to have, and if that wasn't for me, it wasn't for me. I'm gonna keep grinding, I'm gonna keep knocking on the door until I get what I feel. That's been something I've always felt.
Dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality. I believe that sincerely, and I'll die on that thought, okay? And I say that not from something I read, it's from something I lived.
Winning does not always equate to happiness. It just doesn't. I've had a lot of individuals that have come to me and just said, this is too intense. I'll give you a great example. Kobe's known for Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
That was his thing, Mamba mentality. I've seen first of all, Mamba mentality is not a mentality, it's a lifestyle. That's the first thing I tell an individual. And once I tell them about the lifestyle, I've seen Mamba mentality destroy more careers than I've seen it help. Too intense. too hot. People want the flame, but they don't want to touch the fire.
Prepare yourself, slowly, step by step, to get out of that hole right now. And I think there are so many different approaches also out there. I can only tell you the one that is working for us over here. But you have other people that you have also talked to in the past. I think if there is something in common when it comes to people that are not living in these holes, there's a reason why you are not in that hole. Because you have figured out another way of how dealing with this world. Your view has become already a little bit more clear about how things are functioning here.
It causes you to stick about when you should have already moved on or pivoted or changed your approach or something. But because your tolerance for working hard is there, you just continue to press your nose against the grindstone. Anyway, next one. An ode to people who don't believe in themselves. What comes first, belief or action? Do you need to believe that you can do a thing before you can do it? Fake it until you make it is one option, but incredibly hard if you're introspective and have low self-belief and high standards. So what about make it until you believe it? Here are some lessons I've learned. You can believe you're not worthy of a thing and still attain it. You can be adamant that your efforts are going to go badly and still succeed. You can grip and grasp and fear and ruin the enjoyment and be totally unwarranted and things still go well. You can have no self-belief and show up anyway. You can want more for yourself without knowing exactly what that looks like.
If you're too scared to show up and you sit back at home, wondering what if and everything else, no one in hell's gonna call you an opportunity, because you weren't present. The winners always show up. They're willing to lose in order to gain. Big mental thing there, guys. This body, as great as you are, as sharp as you make the arsenal, it can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you have.
If you lose, at least you tried, man. I failed this 10 times more of a man than if someone said what if. Because what if never went to the arena.
When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. I love fear. And the reason why, behind every fear is a person you want to be. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. It's an intangible.
Because you have to want it.
We're going to call it for today, chat.
You have to want to be better. And it starts off with you have to have pride in yourself.
Amen. Pride is not
You have to have
the deadliest of the sins. You can't fucking have this shit ingrained into your fucking subconscious brain. What is the alternative? Insecurity? Timidness? Hating yourself? Do not let these people convince you that it is shameful to be proud of yourself. Some people weren't raised with any encouragement and life poured into them. We are like fucking flowers. It will cripple a soul in a Holy Spirit if somebody constantly belittles you. So you must learn to listen to self-affirmations, to put yourself around uplifting, encouraging, positive, optimistic individuals. You must reprogram a negative subconscious mind. And even compliment yourself. I am affirmations are powerful, and they will change you for the better. God bless each and every one of your beautiful souls. Thank you for tuning in today. Stay blessed. Do not stress. We weren't born to just merely impress. Be you wholeheartedly, unapologetically. Chase your dreams, chase your goals. Don't just chase a paycheck. And better yet, don't even just chase them. Catch them. And don't listen to the haters, my mans. They're secretly your biggest fans. Trust the process. Stay clear. Naysayers are everywhere. Persevere. Namaste.